Hey guys, this is Corey, and this is the first of the audio tutorial training videos centered around the use of the dLive 3500 audio console that we acquired at Harvest West Olive the week before Easter. And the most basic video we want to start with is just simply how to power up and power down the console. Obviously the console is powered up right now. I'm just going to talk you through the sequence and then show you how to shut down. In the past, if you remember, we would typically apply the old standard to have all devices on first, amps on last, in order to avoid any kind of voltage spikes going to the loudspeakers as equipment is turned on. And consequently, when you would power down, it would be amps off first and devices off last. In our case now, we actually are forced to do it the other way because the console that you see right here is not really the engine for the system. It's what they would call a surface, and it is simply controlling a processor that lives backstage in the upstage right racks. So that processor has to be turned on first before this console surface can do anything. And so, as you know, directly behind you at the front of house mix position, there's a rack that has a power switch where you can turn on, and that turns on a sequence of all the amp racks backstage and at front of house. And so you're going to go ahead and start by turning that on. Once you've given that maybe 5, 6, 7 seconds to initiate, then you're going to turn on the console, and the switch is actually found. You have to reach around the back of the console, and there's a switch directly above the AC cable that powers the system. It's just a toggle switch on. And what's surprising about this system is it takes a long time for the boot up process to complete for the Surface, like 3-4 minutes probably. So you're going to initiate that process and then wait patiently. You'll eventually see the screens come up, and you'll notice on the right screen this view, and this is kind of the home view when none of the page view buttons are selected. So deselect everything. This is what you see. Now that we've powered up successfully and you're ready to go, we want to talk about shutdown. And so when you're all done mixing, obviously same thing. To get back to this page, deselect any of these page view buttons that you have selected, and you're simply going to power down the system right there. It's going to ask you if you're sure to do that, and you're going to say yes. And what's going to happen is it's going to go through a shutdown process, and as soon as it does, you'll see a gray light screen that says it's now safe to shut off the console or shut down the desk. And then at that point, you'll reach around to the back again and hit the power button. When that's done, then you will turn around in the mix position and shut down the upstage right racks that has the processor for this system in it.